part by the Rainy Lake Medical Center, Ekman Motors, the Outdoorsman's Headquarters, Studio B Flooring, the Falls International Airport, Northern Lumber, Domino's, TrueStar, Einerson Flying Service, Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center, Canner Electric, Rainy Lake Houseboats, Beyond Aesthetics, Rainy River, Minnesota North College, Nelson Salvage and Recycling, North Star Electric, The Dent Shop, Cape, Snap Fitness, Up North Builders, Service Master, City Drug, PCA, Enbridge, Hometown Hobby and Crafts, Green Larson Mortuary, Lakes Gas, Border Bank, The Sports Shop, Nagurski Transportation, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Northland Sales and Service, the Falls Lumber Company, Arrowhead Transit, Howard Senex East, Napa Auto Parts, St. Thomas School, and Worley Motors. Now, let's go to the rink for Bronco Boys hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and rjbroadcasting.com.
Good evening and welcome to Bronco Arena. It's Bronco hockey on the air tonight on Lakes Country 104.1 and on the Iron Range on 96.9 FM. KMFY in Grand Rapids. Sheldon Willis along with Michael Bolstead. We can just go with Wills and Boley or something.
Yeah, Boley works.
Boley will work.
Boley works, yeah.
It's been a long time.
Hey, buddy, yeah, it's been too long, I think.
You know, and I was thinking as I came down here, when I used to do games with you, you'd slip the cheaters on so you could read the roster, and I was just cool without them.
Yeah.
Now I got them on too.
Now I got triple by whatever they're called, and of course, Sheldon and I, we went to, hopefully Tony Giroux, he's listening, we went to Sammy's for dinner, and Sheldon walks in and gets a standing ovation from everybody in the crowd.
Just Lori Potter, other than that.
Let's fabricate it a little bit, but glad to have you back up north, Sheldon. Looking forward to doing the game.
Hey, I am enjoying it. I think it's been 10 years since I've been in this arena. Been refurbed a little bit. We still had players' boxes on separate sides when I was here.
I'm still struggling with it, by the way.
I love that. I love that. It gave teams a different look. You weren't used to that. And, I think it's the way all arenas should be because then you don't have a long change period.
No, Boston Garden used to do it, but they did it to their advantage. The Broncos didn't. No. The Bruins, they always put the penalty box on the same side as their box. So it was an advantage.
There you go.
Before you get on to all your stuff you got to do, I got to remind people, you text Mike Bolstead tonight at 218-230-9954. That's 218-230-9954. Who do you think's going to score the first Bronco goal tonight? I did receive 2 of them already, so Ringer's got my name out there already.
Okay.
Good job, Ringer. So text me at 218-230-9954. A little hint, Cooper Crandall's already been picked twice.
Okay, so pick someone else.
Pick someone else.
And while you got that phone out, call Domino's 283-3444 and order online at Domino's.com. Favorite pizza, chicken wings, pasta, or a sandwich. The winner of the first goal is going to receive a $5 gift certificate to Domino's. It is the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. And have you checked out Hometown Hobby and Crafts' large array of merchandise? Not only do they have everything to make your school or craft project the best it can be, but they also have so much more. Puzzles, baking, yarn, fabric, stencils, and sales. Stop in and see them, 327 3rd Street, downtown International Falls. I know the building well.
That address well. I was just going to say.
I know exactly where it is. They got a nice sign out front. I drove past it.
Yeah, they're doing a good job over there.
Yeah, nice job.
Of course, a big sponsor of Bronco and all local sports, and we thank them for that.
So this is the Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. Both teams out taking their warm-up. We're going to take a 2-minute break.
Okay.
And we'll come back with assistant coach John McDonald of the International Falls Broncos on our Up North Builders coaches interview. You're listening to Bronco and Raider hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and 96.9 KMFY in Grand Rapids.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
Up North Builders coaches interview and assistant coach John McDonald here this evening, filling in for Coach Baldwin. And everyone tells me one of the best games of the year earlier this week against Fort Francis. Talk a little bit about how the team played.
Well, that's one of the easiest games for the boys to get up to play for. We expected them to come out with a lot of energy, and we expected us to come out with a lot of energy. And Cooper scored about 15 seconds into the game, and that really helped us out, setting the tone. We've had problems with scoring this year, and that really got us on the right page. I thought we were going good in a lot of aspects of the game, and really it was nice to see the boys hoisting that trophy at the end of the game.
So do you say to the team, now look, we know this is how you can play. Now channel that for some section games.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, really, we've seen flashes of this and even stretches of this throughout the year. It's just been the little things where getting the puck around the net and we hit the pipe, or those little bounces that just were not, you make your own luck, and sometimes those bounces haven't been going our way this year. So hopefully that was the start of something good here. We think we can go on a good stretch if we keep playing that way.
Well, and I know I saw the first game against Greenway, and it really was coming out a little flat, and maybe the first 10 minutes of the game getting behind the 8-ball. You played well after that and just couldn't quite catch up.
I was actually in the hospital. I had a newborn baby that week.
Congratulations.
So I didn't get to witness it personally, but I did listen to the whole game. And speaking with the coaches and talking to some of the players, it sounded like both teams came out a little flat, and it was one of those games that it just wasn't what we expect. Normally when we play Greenway, both teams are going hard, and it's a high-intensity game. So I expect more of that today. I don't think we'll see another performance like what I was told it kind of was last time.
Well, and it ends up being a very important section game, maybe especially for you to, at least get that split and stake that claim for another seed.
Oh, absolutely. No, this game right now is basically the most important game that we have now for the year. So for seeding rights anyways. Obviously, we still have some other section games, but right now we need to have this one to split. So we have to have it, really have to have it, and we need to play well and earn this one.
And also just get some momentum going into playoffs, kind of channel that Fort Francis energy and keep it going.
Absolutely, yeah, and it was fun. I think the boys had a good time after with taking pictures with the fish and celebrating, and it was fun for us coaches to watch that. They've worked so hard this year, and to see them be rewarded for that was a lot of fun, and I hope we can carry that momentum going forward.
All right, thanks, John. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
And that is assistant coach John McDonald here on our Up North Builders coaches interview, and filling in for Chad Baldwin, who's here tonight, but he wasn't feeling that well, so he got here a little late. And John has coaching genes, I think.
Yeah, chip off the old block. He actually talks more than his dad ever did, Georgie. And
I've done some interviews with George.
Yeah, and it's actually good to get an assistant coach's perspective, a little different look at things, and. Yep. The head coach his mind's everywhere. The assistant can kind of stay focused into what he does. But good job with that interview. And tell you what, you keep getting better with age. I don't know what you do, but your interviews are awesome.
I'm like a fine wine.
You are.
Hometown Hobby and Crafts pregame show. We'll take another 2-minute break and come back with head coach of the Greenway Raiders, Andy Surdich. You're listening to the Broncos and the Raiders on Lake Country 104.1 and 96.9 KMFY in Grand Rapids.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
School activities. It takes courage to show up and perform knowing that mistakes will occur. A missed shot, a bad pass. Mistakes are part of the game. Teaching young people is a valuable lesson in picking themselves up and starting over again. This message has been brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
The Up North Builders coaches interview. Andy Surdich, head coach of the Greenway Raiders. And you guys are used to long drives, but this may be a little longer than most.
Yeah, it is a long drive. We're used to it. You come up here at least once every year. So it's nice coming up to this area with the tradition, the upkeep they have of this building and the renovation. It's a good place for these kids to come and play hockey.
So let's talk a little bit about Tuesday. I know you came in injured and you left even more injured after the game against Grand Rapids.
Yeah, we can't seem to get away from it. We lost another 2 players during that game. Our numbers are low. We don't have a JV game today. I'm not sure for the future what's going to happen for the rest of the season. We're going to try, but right now I think we have 18 healthy skaters. So the game in Rapids was tough. It was just a matchup that it doesn't suit us well. We came out, we played hard, we stuck to the game plan. They just scored a couple and then kind of poured it on at the end.
Well, and it did look to me like early on you were probably playing at a pace that I hadn't seen Greenway play at before.
Absolutely. They play a fast pace. We just don't play that pace day in and day out against the opponents that we have. We rose to it for portions of the first 2 periods. I think we got a little tired at the end. Things were moving pretty fast. So for the most part, for the first 2 periods, we held our own, and then we let it slip away in the third.
So I guess the question is, does a game like that help you for the rest of the year? Or, it has to kind of get in the kids' heads a little bit as well to lose a game like that?
Yeah, I don't know really. If we end that game 5-0, different story. But 10-0 is that hurts. Now we have to switch gears though. We have to worry about our class, our section. This is a big game for us tonight.
Well, and I know in Greenway you came out and played really well early and got the lead and then kind of held on the rest of the game.
Yeah, we played a pretty good game last time we played Falls. This is a big game for seeding. We just have to come out and do the same game plan that we've always done. We just have to execute a little bit more and try to find a way to score goals.
And you mentioned the 2 injuries. I know Carter Klein, one of those. So a lot, with Jacques and Carter and Vekic all out. Where do you look to find some goals?
We're going to have to look. Right now, our top line is Aiden Springer, Gino Tremblay, and Matthew Hanna. 3 seniors, we need them to come through. We need them to create chances, get pucks to the front of the net, and win battles in front. And that is how we're going to score goals. But to do that, we have to be good defensively. In our own zone, that's how we're going to create our chances.
And when we talk about injuries, it has mostly hit up front. Most of the decors intact, right?
Yeah, the only one we're missing right now is Noah Anik, who hopefully will be back in the next couple days. But we lost Lane Husted and Ashton Sanderson to injury on Tuesday, so we are down to 8 forwards right now.
Well, I guess we skate with what we got tonight, Coach. Good luck. Good to see you here.
Yeah, thank you.
And that is head coach of the Greenway Raiders, Andy Surdich, on our Up North Builders Coaches interview. Expert construction in International Falls planning, management, and experience. It makes a difference. Up North Builders. And my sidekick, Michael Bolstead, is... I don't know what all he's doing. He's here, there, and everywhere. I was going to make him do the keys to the game. I think I still will. We'll wait for him to get back to give us what he believes the keys to the game are tonight, especially for the International Falls Broncos. Keys to the game are brought to you by Rainy Lake Houseboats, located on magnificent Rainy Lake. It's where the highways end and the ancient waterways begin. Rainy Lake Houseboats offer amazing Minnesota houseboat vacations on Rainy Lake and Voyageurs National Park. Give them a call, 800-554-9188. And for the Greenway Raiders, I'll give you their keys to the game right now as we wait for Boley to get back. But for Greenway, it is just plain score some goals. Can they light the lamp? Missing 3 of their top forwards, Jacques Villeneuve, Carter Klein, and Thomas Vekic, all out with injuries that are most likely the end of their season. So missing 3 of your top forwards, can you put the puck in the net? For the International Falls Broncos, I'm going to say the keys to the game, and I'll just see if Boley agrees with me when he gets back here. But for the International Falls Broncos, it is get a fast start. They started fast against Fort Francis, Crandall scoring 15 seconds into the game, and then they just rolled from there. And for International Falls, that was the problem at Greenway, is they had a very sluggish start. Greenway had the 4-goal lead early, and then probably International Falls had the better of play for the last 2 periods, but couldn't get the puck past Derek Gibo, the Greenway goaltender, and Greenway skated to a 4-1 win. For International Falls, if they want that number 6 seed in Section 7A, This is a must-have game. You can't be swept by Greenway and expect to be ahead of them.
No, I like what you brought up in your interview with Coach McDonald, is they have to take that game and then continue it on, because otherwise they're right back where they were. So, right. I mean, they saw what they could do against good competition. Greenway's a very good team. They got to pick it up. Otherwise, Greenway's going to take this one.
And what I had for keys to the game, and you see if you disagree with me, for Greenway, find some goals. Your 3 top forwards are out. You got to be able to find some scoring. Somehow put the puck in the net. I think their defense will be fine. But if you don't score, you don't win. For International Falls, start fast like they did against Fort Francis. Don't start flat like they did last time against Greenway.
Yeah, a great point on that. The Broncos do play much better when they are ahead. I mean, they haven't been ahead in a lot of the games, but the ones they have jumped out to a quick lead, they kind of gain the confidence as they go, and the talk on the bench picks up, and that's a big thing, especially with high school kids. You know that, Sheldon. So I think you're right. I think the Broncos have to get on them and get on them early.
And for Greenway, I asked Coach Surdich about this, and he didn't really know. They come off a 10-0 loss to Grand Rapids. And they probably played some of their best hockey early in that game, where they were playing at a pace that they don't have to see very often in single-A hockey. But then it kind of got away from them late. Does that help you or hurt you?
Helps you.
But does it get in your head with the 10-0 loss? All of a sudden you get down on yourself as well.
Well, that's the coach and the players and the leadership of that team. They're the ones that got to take the goods out of that game. And I mean, Rapids playing a AA school. It's tough, but it had to be fun that first period, and a lot of things that they did. And like you said, they probably played their best period of the year, and that's what you got to take out of it.
Yeah, and Coach Surdich said, if that game would have ended 5-0, I would have told you hands down it was good.
Yeah.
But when it gets away from you to 10-0, then it's a little harder.
Yeah, once you're happy with mediocrity, Sheldon, it's over.
Broncos back on the ice. Greenway hitting the ice. Let's go through our Sports Shop starting lineups. The Sports Shop for honest service and fair prices on bikes, hockey equipment, and more. Come to the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. I stopped there. I was going to talk to Milt, my good friend Milt.
Oh, yeah.
But Milt was already gone. He's got help there now. So
he's management now.
Yeah, well, so he doesn't have to work. Milt's one of the hardest workers I know.
Oh, you bet he is.
And talked to Charlie for a while, Charlie Dalton, who worked there. For the Greenway Raiders, they're in the home greens with Greenway and script across the front, or the away greens with Greenway and white across the front. They will start up front. In the middle, Aiden Springer on one wing, Gino Tremblay, number 11. Number 9, Matthew Hanna, all seniors. On defense, Cole Donahue, a junior. Number 4, and number 19, Caden Carpenter. Number 19, he's also a junior. Certainly we'll see 14 and 5, Dylan Villeneuve and Max Gangle also on defense. For your International Falls Broncos and the home whites with Bronco script across the front. That is a classic jersey. That jersey still looks an awful lot like the state championship jersey in 1965.
Which one's that?
The Broncos home whites.
Yeah, I mean, 65, 66, yeah, those are pretty similar to that, and boy, those bring back some good memories.
The 50s were a little different, but by the time the 60s came, this was the classic look.
Oh, retro back then, right?
The Broncos will start in net. 10th grader Keaton Maish, 3-4-0, 4.0 goals against average, and .818 save percentage. And I got defense, and oh yes, he did mark down everything. Julius Maish will start on the 1D. Senior, 5 goals, 8 assists. And on the other D will be Caden Zahn. Zahn, 2 goals, 5 assists. He's a senior. In the middle, Cooper Crandall, number 9, just a 10th grader, 9 goals, 7 assists. And on the left wing, Colin Kostyk, 7 goals, 10 assists. He's a senior. And on right wing, number 22, Asher Keep, 3 goals, 5 assists. And Asher Keep is a sophomore. And those are your Sports Shop starting lineups, brought to you by the Sports Shop in downtown International Falls. As they do the starting lineups here on the ice. And boy, it just brings back all kinds of memories. Probably some of the first games I saw here you were playing in when I was a middle schooler.
Yeah, I mean, 77, 78, 79, yeah, we had some pretty darn good teams playing up against all the Geyers and the Lawsons. And
even in 5th, 6th, 7th grade, I remember the Greenway Falls game being one of the biggest rivalry games out in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, it was always a good, tough, honest team. They always played hard, and Gino Peluso and Dan Peluso, they played pretty tough on the back end. And of course, we had Raboin and Pavlik, and boy, just lots of battles.
We'll take 2 more minutes as we get set for hockey action. We'll be back with the drop of the puck. You're listening to the Broncos and the Raiders on Lakes Country 104 and 96.9 KMFY.
Howard Cenex East invites you to see all they have to offer. Cenex East carries Canadian bakery bread, Wisconsin's best meat and cheese sticks, and other healthy snacks, along with a wide variety of chips, candy, and beverages. Howard Cenex East offers a 7-cent per gallon discount on gas and fuel when paying with cash. Hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, and closed on Sunday. If you're looking for fun and rewarding jobs, stop into Cenex East and pick up an application. Howard Cenex East, Highway 53.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Lukacek Architecture is a proud sponsor of Bronco hockey. Growing up as part of the iconic Dirty Dozen band, Bronco hockey brings back great memories. For quality commercial and residential architecture right here in northern Minnesota, contact Lukacek Architecture.
Good luck to the Bronco hockey teams this season from Rainy Lake Oil. For all your fuel, propane, lube, and chemical needs, call Rainy Lake Oil at 1-888-LAKE-OIL. Larry and his staff will take care of it all.
Go Broncos! We've always had villains to face.
Bad guys to take down. But you are the most horrible of all. We're here because we've had enough of you.
One person is not a team.
But when we join together, you don't stand a chance.
Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, MasterCard, and Stand Up to Cancer are joining together today to help take down one of the biggest villains of all, cancer. Join us now at standuptocancer.org/MasterCard.
And here we are back at Bronco Arena and ready for hockey action. Bronco cheerleaders out on the ice. It's always great to see cheerleaders on the ice, cheerleaders that can skate. And I'm gonna give the Broncos a shout out. They're the only hockey cheerleaders I know that travel.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Looks like a few of them are missing tonight. They normally got 7, 8 of them out there. Again, if you haven't done it yet, text me at 218-230-9954. 230-9954. Who's going to score the first goal for the Broncos tonight? Hey, if you get it right, Domino's Pizza is going to give you a $5 certificate to go. They got wings there too. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Wings,
yeah.
pizza. So text me, 218-230-9954.
So here we go, and we are in the Rainy River Campus, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at Rainy River Campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River Campus of Minnesota North College, 218-285-7722.
A little different broadcasting than the pit.
It is. This is almost identical to my sight lines at the IRA.
Yes, very similar.
And here we go, Greenway going left to right, and the Broncos going right to left as we hit period one. Puck at the Bronco line, delayed offside, picked up by the Broncos, and they will come the other way, taking a hit, but Tremblay picks it up at his own blue line as the Broncos with Keat try to work it in along the half wall. Flip toward the net, Gibo moves that ahead, and to the line, not out, kept in there by Maish. At the half wall, dug out by Crandall, back to the point, kept in on the far side by Caden Zahn. And now Greenway gets to the red line, scoop it in, and Maish stops it behind the net, leaves it there for Zahn. Zahn gets it to Maish. Maish tries to come up the boards. Forecheck by Keller Mitchell, but the Broncos able to clear the zone, tip it into the Greenway zone, and back to get it is Gangle. Max Gangle circles behind his own net, off the boards out to center ice. Stop, flip back in by Dremel. Picking it up is Villeneuve. Villeneuve puts it up the boards, tipped out to center ice. Broncos will take over there. Backhanded by Allen back into the Greenway zone. Gangle back to get it. He'll take a hit from Dremel. Puck comes into the corner, and we'll have a whistle.
A little interference, I think.
You got it.
It'll be Greenway going to the box. Didn't get the number, but.
And that will be number 22 going to the box, Bo Carlson, for interference. Face off to the left of Gibo. First power play for either team. Crandall gets a shot, doesn't get through traffic. The rebound is put in on Gibo weakly, as camped out in front of the net was Matt Worley. They run Crandall back on defense to quarterback the power play. Not a better guy to do it on the Bronco team.
Yep.
Broncos win the draw. They'll work it back to the point to Crandall. Crandall plays catch along the half wall, now comes to the near side, gets it in the center of the ice. Crandall takes the shot right on Gibo. The save, wasn't sure where the rebound was going, went to the corner. Puck will not come out to center ice. Nice job by Crandall to keep it in. Going back is Dylan Villeneuve. Villeneuve double teamed in the corner, still fighting for it. Max Dremel there after it as well. Broncos come away with it back to Crandall. Shot right off the shin pads of Matthew Hanna. Puck deep in the corner, picked up by the Broncos. Wraparound puck right in front, and Greenway able to pick it up and really pressure get it down the ice. Cooper Crandall in his own zone goes far side. Bronco power play at 16.5%. Coming in, shot right on. Nice save by Gibo. That off the stick of number 16, Royce Allen. Back to the point again to Crandall. 45 seconds left in the power play. Unless you squat or are 8 feet tall, you can't see the penalty time on the scoreboard here. That's my one complaint.
Well, you'll have more.
No, that's the only one. That's the only one. I love the purple and gold. Love a lot of it. Allen slides it down low. Broncos on the power play. Back to Crandall. No score. First period action. One-time shot weakly in on Gibault. And Gibault steers that aside with the stick. 17 seconds left in the Bronco power play. They've had zone time, but not any great chances. As the puck will come out to center ice, and that should just about do it for the Bronco power play. Coming in is Crandall. Crandall tries to work around Gangle. Kind of rhymes. Gangle and Crandall. In the corner, Villeneuve moves it ahead to Carlson. Carlson bangs it off the boards, doesn't get it out. Shot gets through, and Gibault turns that away. Out to center ice, and it's stopped there and put back in by Maish. Max Gangle back to get it behind his own net. Gangle hard off the glass out to center ice. It'll go through everyone. No icing. Maish plays it behind the net. Broncos looking to get outside the zone. Nice job by Caden Zahn, spotting the open winger. And through center ice, here comes Olsen. Olsen puts it in deep in the Greenway zone. Jocelyn pinching in behind the net, works it back to the point. Now a shot. Oh, that was tipped, and a nice pad save by Gibault. Matt Worley took the initial shot. He's back playing defense here.
I think...
or was he just covering for the pinch in?
I think Jocelyn's up front.
Okay.
Starting for the shift, so that's interesting.
Yeah, Caden Zahn and Matt Worley back on defense here with Cody Jocelyn up front.
Have not seen that all year, so real interesting.
I would say that's a change.
And Worley's been up and down. He's been forward ND. And
puck at the half wall in the Greenway zone. No score. 12-10 left, period number 1. Matthew Hanna goes behind his own net, moves it up the wall, kept in there by Shakowski. Shakowski can't control it, and now out to center ice come the Raiders. Get it out to center, but then the puck taken off Donohue's stick, shot back into the Greenway zone. Falls has had zone time, but not a lot of chances so far. Out to center ice with a little bit of speed. Moving in, some room. Shot goes wide off the stick of Caden Carpenter. Got all the way in. Rebound pops all the way out to center ice. Aiden Springer tries to follow it in. Zahn will get there first. Zahn plays it near side to Julius Maish. Maish goes back to Zahn on the far side in the corner. Zahn tries to free up some room, circling behind his own net, puts on the brakes, and now the Broncos will get out to center. Little bump there on Royce Allen as he gets out to center ice. Now Maish will try it again. Far side to Reiners. Was watching. You always get worried when you change lines and it's right in front of their bench. They did it well. No, it wasn't even close. Coming in is Keller Mitchell. Mitchell shoots it around behind the Greenway net. And now we'll have a whistle and an offside on the Greenway Raiders. Face-off will come out to neutral ice. 10:45 to go, first period, no score.
Good to see Royce Allen out there, Sheldon. He kind of missed about, I would say, the first 7-8 games, and he adds another dimension to his team. A lot of speed, good hands, and a good line mate for the Koscheck kid.
Puck put around behind the Bronco net as they win the draw to the line, not out initially. Give it another try with Koscheck. Or that is Matt Worley back on defense working for it. Asher Keep now. Keep. And he has Koscheck coming with him. Koscheck gets to the line and cycles it in deep. Chasing it around on the far side. Bo Carlson can't get it out. Dylan Villeneuve will give it a try on the near side. Villeneuve gets it out down the ice, and that will come. Played by Maish. So no, I think that was icing, right?
Yeah.
And it would have gone wide of the net.
Let's keep her going, he says.
Might as well play. I got a long drive ahead of me. I don't mind that. Villeneuve, deep in his own zone in the corner, plays it up the boards. Now the Raiders get it just out to center. Stop there by Zahn initially. Now here comes Aiden Springer. Springer. Long shot goes wide. Shots on goal. 7-1 International Falls at this point as this puck slides down the ice. And we have an ice egg, and this icing brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in Borderland.
Makes sense. Hey, want to shout out to all our listeners today. Sheldon, National Pizza Day. Thank you to everybody participating. 30 pizzas given away to all our area listeners. 30 different listeners want a pizza today.
I
and
like
we have
it.
some good pizza places in town, Sheldon.
Yes, you do. And I know I was at Sammy's. There's Sammy's there in Grand Rapids as well.
There you go.
Been there recently as well. Joslin moves it ahead to Olsen. Olsen tries to flip it. So that is the second line here for the Broncos. Ends up being Olsen, Joslin, and Nate Dremel on the right wing.
Interesting combo.
Pinching in, keeping it in is Maish. Aiden Springer behind his own net. Now out come the Raiders, out to center ice. Springer, a little bit of room. Shot turned aside with the pad by Maish. Tremblay takes another slap at it. Caden Carpenter flips it toward the net as Greenway trying to make changes, just trying to keep the puck in the zone while they do the changes. And the Broncos will accommodate by icing the puck.
At high school hockey, of course, you could change. Obviously, he was a little gassed, but kind of a strange play. But hey.
That is right. Two of the rules I never want to see in high school hockey, the no change after an icing and automatic delay a game over the glass.
I agree.
Those two should never be in high school hockey.
Should actually be eliminated from the pros, but hey, that's just our opinion, right?
No, I like the no change on icing in the pros.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
The automatic delay a game, not so sure. Puck in the Greenway zone. We could talk a lot about some of that stuff, but it's high school
They're
hockey.
trying to take the judgmental part out of the game. Is
I know.
why they did that, right?
I know. Why do you have referees if you don't let them make up their mind? Puck centering pass goes through everybody to the far side in the Greenway zone. Knocked out to center ice by Carlson. Broncos pick it up there as Reiners. Reiners gains the blue line. Long shot in. Might have been going wide. Turned aside by Gibo. Tell you, Gibo gave up 5 goals in the first 2 periods against Grand Rapids, and my color man gave him the 3rd star of the game. He was under such pressure.
So there's 2 Gibos in?
As the puck comes in front of the Falls net. No, just one.
Okay.
Just one. He was taken out for Ambule. Ambule played the 3rd against Grand Rapids. Puck into the Greenway zone. Dylan Villeneuve back to get it. Villeneuve leaves it for Gangle. Gangle plays it up the boards to Tremblay. Takes a hit, can't get it out. And Villeneuve has to go back to get it. Back to the point again, not out. Shot behind the Greenway net. Going after it on the far side is Crandall. Crandall on the forecheck, picks it up, goes behind the Greenway net. Back to the point, gets it to Maish. Maish's shot. That was labeled for the top corner. And Gibo got a piece of it, sent it into the netting.
Up over the glass. Yeah, good shift there. Asher Keep missed probably the first 3-4 games. Actually really like his game. Moves his feet real well. Quick little player and only a sophomore. So him and Crandall, hopefully the whole thing is you got to get better.
Yep, okay? That's right.
From sophomore to senior year, yeah, that's where you got to get better. You don't regress.
Keith Hendrickson told me one of the first years I was calling, he said, every sophomore comes back as a junior thinking he's better.
Yeah.
You don't get better because you're a junior. You get better because you worked at it.
You're absolutely right. And it's happened quite a bit in the Falls lately, and that trend's got to end.
To the point, gets past Maish, and out to center. Zahn puts it back in. The laid offside. Broncos a little slow in clearing. Gives Greenway some free room out of the zone. Keller Mitchell puts it deep into the Bronco zone. Back to get it is Maish. Keller Mitchell now flips it toward the net, hits a skate, comes back out to center where Gangle picks it up. Gangle tries to get it deep, but a nice job by Maish to pick it up, turn the other way. Maish leads the rush, takes a shot right on Gibo the save. Puck gets caught up in the netting, and they don't get it off in time. Giving it the good effort was Max Gangle trying to get that off the netting.
Yeah, you say his name a lot. Another one you mentioned a lot is Julius Mason. He is one of those seniors that has gotten better. He's been fighting the injury bug his first 2 years, but really good hands, really good athlete. And Julius Mason and Ringer can attest to this. I really like him as a player.
Carpenter tries to flip it on the backhand behind the net, and it goes up into the netting. And we'll have another face-off in the Greenway zone to the right of Derek Gibo. Shots on goal are 8-2 International Falls, but no score with 6 minutes left to go. That's on the Napa Auto Parts PCA scoreboard. Carpenter gets the draw as Greenway wins that, but so far can't get it out to center. Now they will. Tremblay can't pick it up, and Jocelyn puts it back in. You know, Jocelyn was playing defense as a puck out front, shot toward the net, bounces right on net, and Gibo turns it away. I like seeing him up front. I think that's a nice move.
Well, he's going to make a lot of people react. Defense aren't going to want to go up against him in the corners, but yeah, he hasn't looked out of place. That's for sure.
Yeah, go to the front of the net, and he's got a good set of hands. You know that, good athlete from football. Now here's Aiden Springer. Springer, shot. Oh, nice toe save by Maish. Keaton Maish in net. On the rebound, Jocelyn tries to move it ahead. Jocelyn after it, still fighting for it. Puck stays in the zone, and now backhanded on Gibo. Broncos make changes. Collision there. As taking the worst of that was Max Dremel.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have a whistle and another interference penalty.
Yeah, they could have called a couple of things. Matt Worley will be going to the box either way, and interference could have been a little maybe high sticking, number of different things.
So was he trying to kind of protect Dremel just a little bit by getting a little physical after Dremel had gotten lit up?
I never thought of that, but I think you're right. Yeah, he kind of went after the guy, and this Springer kid, I like his game.
Yes, yeah.
First I've seen of him, so.
He is the one who has to pick up a lot of the slack with three of the top forwards being injured right now, Vekic, Villeneuve, and Carter Klein. Off the faceoff, puck cleared into the Greenway zone. Gangle gets it behind the net. Now this is Greenway on the power play. Their power play at 12.5%. As they set up behind their own net. No score, 4:24 to go. First power play of the game for the Raiders. Hannah gets it in. Springer, the shot, partially fanned on it. Comes in on Maish, goes into the corner. Back to Gangle at the point as Greenway sets up the power play. Puck goes off. Shin pad. Springer now gets it back to Carpenter. Carpenter's shot doesn't get through. Rebound cleared just out to center. Carpenter gave up the line a little early and a little easily there. Now Carpenter into the zone as Greenway makes some changes. Carpenter leaves it for Hannah. Now the Raiders behind the net trying to get it out front. Can't, and it's cleared out past Gangle out to center. As Max Dremel takes another nice hit as he clears the puck. Now Carpenter into the zone. Drop pass for Keller Mitchell. Mitchell tight ropes the blue line, gets it in deep. Gangle chases after it, leaves it there for Kameyer, and now the puck shot down the ice. 23 seconds left in the Greenway power play. Long pass ahead by Gibo. He springs Keller Mitchell into the zone. Mitchell out front looking for Kameyer. Kameyer couldn't control it. To the far side. Puck kept in the zone. Greenway shot from the point. That gets right in on Maish. Rebound out front, backhand. There's the best chance for Greenway so far as Bo Carlson comes in, gets a backhand on Maish, who stops it and holds it for the faceoff.
There you go. This scoreboard update is 0-0 right now. Sheldon with 2:48 left. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, locally owned Napa dealer. Need a new battery? Score one today. Tomorrow at Napa Auto Parts of the Falls.
Both teams back at full strength, so both teams 0 for 1 on the power play, 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Shot from the point, turned aside by Maish. I'm told Schoberg cleared to play today for the first time, but not quite ready to put him back in. He's missed some time with a concussion. Out to center ice. Here comes Allen. Allen backhands it in front, just a little bit ahead of Schakowsky. Schakowsky backhands it behind the net for Dremel. Dremel, short side shot by Allen. Now back to the point. Maish, the shot right on. Gibault, the save, and holds on. Right in front of the net was Noah Schakowsky. Good place for him right there. He paid the price, but he was doing his job.
Yeah, there you go. And that's a good point. And you bring that up. And tell you what, the drive of the game, let's call it Noah Schakowsky. Of course, his grandpa, Kevin Nagurski, they're over there at Nagurski Transportation, again, sponsoring your drive to the game. And you'll always find Schakowsky in front of the net. Boy, he looks good, and he keeps getting better every game.
Did Chad wear 13 as well? Noah's wearing 13. I can't remember.
Played college here. He did not play high school.
Oh, that's right.
Not sure what number he wore in college. Sounds good, 13. I know his grandpa wore number 9, so.
Okay. As the puck out in front, cleared by the Raiders. Springer shoots it in. So a name Bronco fans will recognize, Will Shermone, Andy Shermone's son, taking a regular shift now for the Thunderhawks, and he's wearing 5 like his dad did.
Well, that happens a lot.
There you go.
I got a grandson wearing number 12. What do you think of that?
I love it. I love it. Puck in the Bronco zone as they clear it out to center ice. And with some room, coming in is Keep on the backhand fan on it. Nice burst of speed by Asher Keep, but unable to finish. Now here's a little bit of room. Coming in is Donahue. Donahue backhands it wide. Puck behind the Bronco net. Donahue and Matt Worley got tangled up. Worley thought maybe there should have been a penalty.
Great way to look at it.
Oh, and Worley comes out, lays a nice hit on Jace Kameyer.
Well, they're going to call a hook on that one.
And puck comes to the Broncos, number 22, Asher Keep, and we get the penalty call. They call a hooking there?
Yeah, I don't know what number it is. Maybe not.
Yeah, there's a guy in the box.
Okay.
There's two on the board.
Never to get the number? That's all right. We'll get it when he's done.
I did not get the number, but another power play. Be 49 seconds this period, another minute 10 the next period.
Yeah, maybe.
Gangle, the shot goes over the net. Puck back to the corner, and now cleared out to center. Dremel putting some pressure on, and yes, touching the puck outside the line when his feet were inside the line was Gino Tremblay. Going to tell Gino he should pay me to come to more games. He has 5 goals on the year. I've been in the arena for 4 of them.
Oh, wow. So Andy has a son in high school already?
Yeah, ninth grader, his oldest kid. Makes you feel really old, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just did, yes. Thank you very much.
Puck at the line, cleared out to, no, not cleared out to center, kept in. Springer tries to drag it in front. Now on the backhand, 13 seconds left. Springer turns around, the shot, that hit somebody, didn't change direction so much as it changed speeds on Maish, stayed with it, made the save.
That was
Nicely
a heck
done.
of a save by Maish. He made it look easier than it was. That puck was kind of deflecting all over the place. Big face-off here.
Still no score on the Napa Auto Parts PCA scoreboard. Puck behind the net as Broncos content just to tie it up there and let the final seconds click away. And they do. We hit the end of period 1 with no score. Greenway and International Falls will take 2 minutes. You're listening to the Broncos and the Raiders on Lakes Country 104.1 and 96.9 KMFY in Grand Rapids.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities grant funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
After period one, it is no score between the Broncos and the Greenway Raiders. Shots on goal early really favored the Broncos. I think they were up 7-1 in shots at one point, and now 10-8. 2 power plays entered into that a bit. But Broncos really held territorial advantage for about the first 6-7 minutes of the period, and since then it's evened up.
Yeah, great analysis of that. I mean, yeah, definitely Broncos early on, and that was one of our keys of the game. Unfortunately, Jibo didn't want to listen to that scouting report, and he shut it down and had a very good first period.
Jibo's good goaltender. He held Greenway in for a while against Grand Rapids on Tuesday. He had a great game against the Falls back a few weeks ago when the Falls threw a lot at him in the final 2 periods, and he stood strong there. Good goaltender.
Yeah, very good goal. A stand-up goalie, I've noticed, doesn't go down a lot, which is I like that. And
no, he's supposed to go down all the time, even before the shot. Just go down, go down.
I know, that's the truth, but that's today's game. Anyways, such a big game here too, and we need to stress that as both teams are aware. Probably that number 6 seed is out there for them, and of course, you get that 6, you're going to play a Denfeld or Hibbing, but still, you want to be a 6 seed over a 7. You don't want to ever play in that play-in game.
No, stay out of the play-in game. That's exactly right, and that's what this game is about. Of course, a play-in game, you're going to get Ely. Probably.
Yeah, 7, 10. Yeah, Ely would be 10, probably North Shore 9, Proctor 8. That's kind of the way I got it right now, and I don't think that's going to change much. It's just this 6 and 7 seed. Top 5 are pretty well set. Rock Ridge maybe 2. I forgot to mention them. 2, 3, or 4. Hibbing, Rock Ridge, and of course Denfeld. So that should be fun.
Yeah, it should be. And of course, the elephant in the room is still Hermantown. We could talk a lot about this, but 2 teams getting out of Hermantown's way for next year with Denfeld and Rock Ridge going up to AA for next year.
I'm glad you brought that up, and that is a big thing. And they make it sound like it's more of a big move to get Section 7A more of a northern flavor because the Twin Cities keep sending
or 7AA.
Yeah, 7AA sending down teams down. Not the issue with 7A, right? Because there's plenty of teams. But there was rumors Hibbing was going. Even the Falls were in the rumor mill about possibly going. And Greenway, Falls and Greenway aren't where Hibbing is right now. But I think if they're saying it was a message about keeping Section 7AA north, I think there wanted to be a message to Hermantown as well with that.
Well, I'm sure there is. And you've heard my opinion on this, and everyone down on the range has heard it a million times. Hermantown's going to do what's best for Hermantown.
They are.
And so the powers that be believe that the best thing for Hermantown is to stay single A, so they will. And they're doing it by the rules. They get to make that decision. The rules need to be changed so it's not to their advantage to stay in single A anymore.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
You're right. And what the only thing I'll defend Hermantown on is they are getting players to the next levels.
Yes, they are.
Professional, 3 or 4 up in the pros, where they always got kids going to that NDTP, playing juniors and all play. It's like a UMD Bulldog
pipeline,
and you can't argue with their success. But doggone, take that success to the next level and let's play big boy hockey, right?
No question about it. I would. And again, my opinion is change the rules to make it to their advantage, or to a disadvantage to stay single A. Long as the rules don't make it that way, you can't fault Hermantown for what they're doing. Fault the state high school league for the rules they've made that made it to their advantage to stay there.
Based on what the enrollment, right? So they got the enrollment to go back on. And Rock Ridge is now it's probably the second biggest school next year in AA behind Duluth East, and Rapids probably third.
Rapids third, I would agree.
But going forward with that, hey, why don't we're going to come back and do our trivia question.
Okay,
a really good question today.
You got you don't give anyone a preview of the question.
It has to do with the coaches for the Broncos over the years. That's the hint. But
I'm going to give them one more hint.
What's that?
When you hear the question, don't forget the one-year head coaches.
The one-year head coaches, exactly.
We'll take 2 minutes, come back with Bronco Trivia, 0-0 after a period. You're listening to the Broncos and the Raiders on Lakes Country 104.1 and 96.9 KMFY.
City Drug, Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Living here in northern Minnesota, we embrace all 4 seasons, and the cooler weather brings out the cooler toys. What's next on your wish list? A snowmobile, fish house, snowblower, new plow for the truck or wheeler? Say yes to winter fun and I'll help you finance it. Call today and make an appointment with me, Chelsea Melander, consumer lender at TrueStar. Can't make it in during business hours? That's okay. Apply on your own time or on the mobile app or online at TrueStarFCU.com. Brighter banking at TrueStar Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Dirty Dozen Band, Bronco Hockey brings back great memories. For quality commercial and residential architecture right here in northern Minnesota, contact Lukacic Architecture.
Good luck to the Bronco hockey teams this season from Rainy Lake Oil. For all your fuel, propane, lube, and chemical needs, call Rainy Lake Oil at 1-888-LAKE-OIL. Larry and his staff will take care of it all.
Go Broncos!
Back at Bronco Arena, no score after a period, and it is time for our Bronco Trivia. Well, you have all the reads,
brought to you by Coca-Cola, of course, the 75th year of Bronco hockey, and 75th year for a lot of high school teams out there throughout the state of Minnesota. Tonight's trivia question is about the coaches through Bronco history, and starting back in the late mid-40s, early 50s, we've had how many coaches have coached the Broncos over those 75 years? And that is the trivia question. How many coaches have coached the Broncos since over the last 75 years? So you can text me at that same number, 218-230-9954. The winner will receive a 6-pack of Coke, of course, from Coca-Cola, who, of course, is sponsoring the 75-year anniversary. But how many coaches have coached the Broncos over the past 75 years? And we got
more in the last 10 than in the first 30.
Yeah, a lot of one and dones. Well, I remember one and done, and I didn't want to go one and done, it just got to be too much for me. And I didn't have the personality to coach high school hockey anyways. However, if you say who's the best coach and you maybe mention my name, you might get a 12-pack of Coke. What do you think of that?
No one's going to do that unless they're bribed with more than a 12-pack. Just saying, Bully.
I think the knowledge was there. It's just the other the other parts were lacking. Maybe.
Not a question. How many coaches in Bronco hockey? And let's get to our Den Shop between period summary. Den Shop 1712 First Avenue West is the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro, protective linings, car starters, and lithium batteries. The Den Shop 218-285-9593. You're keeping such great stats. You got to do the between period summary here, man.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. All it is penalties. Bo Carlson went off for Greenway early in the game, 1:15 in. That was an interference call. Then about 11:50 mark, Matt Worley went off again, and another very similar interference call, maybe like you had mentioned.
Right.
Dremel getting hurt and kind of
sticking up for Dremel.
Yeah, and then towards the end of the period, a slight hook in the off defensive zone, which you never want to see, and we still didn't get that number. Doesn't matter. Broncos will still be killing off that penalty. So far, we got 4 entries for the number of coaches.
Did anyone get
nobody
it right
yet? Nobody mentioned who their favorite coach was yet, but nobody got it right yet. They're close. For 75 years, Larry Ross probably coached
the longest
40
for sure.
45 years of that, but maybe we'll mention some of the coaches when we get a chance.
Pops, he was the coach. Well, he was your coach, of course.
Yep.
And had the run of state titles in the 60s, the one in the 50s. What a great coach. He was, when I first started coming, of course, he was a legend in Minnesota State coaching, and you'd see him with his hat shuffling out on the ice. He just, the same speed all the time.
Definitely the most iconic, and definitely has the legacy. Let's not forget Terry Burns, the assistant coach during those early 70 to mid 70 teams, which were outstanding teams, all the way to about, I would say the end of the 89 team, which went to state.
Yep.
Some really good teams. But I think Kevin Gordon, I'll mention him. I still think what he did with that 95 team. Of course, Deanie Blaze had those kids the first 2 years, Johnny Austin and them. But Kevin Gordon, team was like 2-8 or 2-9. Pulled the team together and really turned that around. And Kevin Gordon's a great coach.
Yes,
I think an X and O's game plan's probably the best coach in Bronco history.
The best one at breaking down film.
Yes,
for sure, of anyone. And he always credited Kevin Constantine and the time he spent with the Kansas City Scouts, I believe, with how he learned how to break down film.
Yeah, both graduates of 77 here in the Falls, and both like best friends through high school. And that's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay, and in the penalty box, see, Dwayne's helping us out because we never pay attention. It is number 18, Colin Kostyuk.
That's who I said it was going to be.
Okay, in the box. I'm sure you did. And we are underway for second period action. Greenway again on the power play. They are 0 for 1. Broncos also 0 for 1. Carpenter brings it to Springer. Shot right on Maish. A nice save, and he holds on for the faceoff. One of the better chances that the Raiders have had. They're on the power play, and Maish up to the challenge.
And we do have a winner, 719-314-5616. They voted for Cody Johnson to also get the first goals. That could be a double winner. Stop by the radio station, pick up your 12-pack of Coke. Congratulations. There were 12 coaches in the last 75 years.
I had 13, so I added one when I guessed in the pregame. And I didn't count.
Nice trivia question.
Yeah, it's a great trivia question.
Ringer comes up with this stuff, I tell you.
By the way, between the second and third period, we will have the Where Are They Now segment. Yeah, that brought to you by Green Larson. Greenway in their own zone. On the far side, Springer picks it up, leaves it for the D, and here comes Gangle. Gangle makes a nice move through center, gains the blue line, and has the puck taken off his stick. Nicely done by Cooper Crandall. Girls playoff action going on tonight. Thief River Falls leading the Broncos 6-0, and Stacy, I'll ask if you could have David text me the score of the GRG Lightning game. They're taking on Forest Lake tonight at the IRA Civic Center. Puck just inside the Bronco zone. Now it comes up to center ice and flipped all the way in. After it is Donahue. Donahue flips it up the boards. Both teams back at full strength as Koscheck back on the ice at the puck in the Greenway zone. Long shot hits the traffic in front, and we're going to have a penalty now. A roughing call on Max Gangle right in front of the net.
Gangle for roughing. Again, the winner was Nikki Skifstead. She's
okay.
Of course, Braden not playing tonight, out with an injury. He did play the last game, so I'm not sure what happened. I should have got the scouting report from Ringer on that.
You know, Braden was one of the players that really impressed me when I saw the Broncos against Greenway.
He plays hard, man.
He's a hard-nosed little hockey player. Off the face-off, it's won by the Raiders, and out to center ice, here comes Springer. Springer, short-handed, races into the Broncos zone, stopped at the half wall, and here come the Broncos out to center ice. A little bit of room, and fanning on the shot was Worley. Dremel ridden out of the play behind the net. Power play for the Broncos. They're second of the game. They're 0 for 1. Greenway now 0 for 2. 14:47 to go. Still no score on the Napa Auto Parts PCA scoreboard. Into the Greenway zone. Dremel tries to center it. That's blocked by Springer. Another shot thrown towards the net. Goes wide to the far side. Now here's Crandall. Crandall lines it up. Shot. Oh, looking for the tip. In front was Dremel. Couldn't get a stick on it. Did he just miss it, or was his stick lifted?
I think he just missed it. He kind of put it down a little too late. But nice try. I like how the defenseman, I believe that was Worley.
No, it was Crandall, I think.
Crandall,
Crandall that took that shot.
Yep.
And it was nicely done. That was looking for the tip on the shot. Broncos change up defenseman. As the puck comes back to Joslin. Oh, they say he kept it in, really. And now they say, no, he didn't.
Well, it was, Noah was the one that was offside, and Chad was the one repping.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he's going to give his kid a little break there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Royce Allen taking the draw against Tremblay. Tremblay wins it back to Caden Carpenter, who clears it deep into the Broncos zone. Maish leaves it there for Cody Joslin. Joslin played forward the first period, but he's playing point on the power play. Shikowski works his way in. Joslin keeps it in for a moment, and now the puck out to center. Gino Tremblay. Tremblay 1-on-3, takes a shot, and Maish has to make a glove save, and he holds it for the faceoff. Still no score, 13:34 to go. Second period action, and 18 seconds left in the Gangle penalty on Greenway. Face off to the left of Keaton Maish. Again, glad you're along. All across Lakes Country 104, 96.9 KMFY. Also rjbroadcasting.com, KOZYradio.com. If you can't find a place to listen to this game, you're just not trying.
Or even watch at your live event.
Oh, there you go.
Of course, that's Dwayne down there with the engineer. Does a great job for us. And Johnny on the spot. He knows a lot. Helps me out a lot.
I got to talk to him. He's figured out how to do live replays on OBS software, and I've never figured that out. Or instant replays.
Every time he comes to work, he has this stuff. I just shake my head at him.
Max Gangle back on the ice as Broncos unable to convert on that power play. They're now 0 for 2 as well. Neither team making a bid to up their power play percentage tonight. Now here's a little bit of room. Trying to drive in was Koscheck, but the puck taken off his stick and iced by the Raiders. Icing brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in Borderland.
A couple more of our in-game sponsors: Service Master, The Dent Shop, Snap Fitness, Northern Lumber, Canner Electric. Thank you for sponsoring Broncos Sports.
Face off to the right of Derek Gibo in the Greenway zone. It's won by the Raiders. Ringing around the boards. It'll get out to center, get all the way down the ice. And I didn't hear the whistle, but I saw
A little icing.
Yeah, I did, but I saw the arm go up. I'm waiting for the whistle. Didn't hear it.
And I can talk for both stations. Again, if you hear a sponsor out there and they're sponsoring these Bronco games, or Greenway or Grand Rapids, make sure to stop in and tell them thanks, because without them, we don't have these games. And more importantly, shop at these places, because they're great people, and they're helping us bring these games.
There's a discussion, and I didn't hear a whistle. One referee must have waved it off, and someone else blew the whistle.
Well, the refs are from Hibbing, they're not going to agree on a lot, right?
Yeah.
Drew Walters.
Do they even know how to skate? I'm kidding.
Drew was a pretty good hockey player for Hibbing.
So the face-off inadvertent whistle puts it at center ice. Puck into the Greenway zone. Tremblay backhands it around the far side. Mitchell gets to it. Banks it off of Carlson and out to center. Puck into the Broncos zone. Fighting for it there, Carlson, as it's poked behind the net. Getting to it is Worley, who knocks it up the boards. Kept in by Tremblay, but his shot hits Shikowski's shin pads and back out to center and into the Greenway zone. Shikowski goes after it against Donahue. Tries to play it back to the point, but his point man wasn't there yet. Out to center ice comes Mitchell for Greenway and puts it into the Broncos zone. Dremel behind his own net. Comes to Dremel again on the half wall. Out to center. Nice job moving it ahead by Nate Dremel, but just offside was Royce Allen.
Yeah, a little hand pass, actually. And the Dremel kind of wanted Royce to hold off on that. You mentioned numbers and all. Everybody kind of wears their dads and grandpas and all. Well, another one that's kind of noticeable, Shikowski wears number 13. Of course, his cousin Ben Gordon.
There you go.
Wore 13, pretty proud here for the Broncos. So I'm guessing there might be a relation to that.
Face off to the right of Maish. Puck comes out to center ice. Giving chase is Nate Dremel. But Greenway gets to it first, clears it around the far side. Now Donahue behind his own net, moves it up the boards. It'll come out to center, roll down the ice. This won't go far enough for icing. At least that's what Chad says. Now the puck down the other way, and this time it is an icing. Icing brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in the Borderland area.
Yeah, we're about 6 minutes into this second period, and it's been a little rough going.
Yeah, not a lot of flow to this period. We'll just, that's a nice way of putting it. By the way, 7 AA update, GRG and Forest Lake tied at 1 midway through the second.
Okay,
that's a 3-6 matchup.
Girls hockey.
Girls hockey,
okay.
Yes. That's Grand Rapids Greenway Lightning and the Forest Lake Rangers. Winner will go on to likely face Blaine on Saturday in Blaine.
Who's the number one? Andover?
Andover, the number 1 seed forever.
Yeah.
And they're still young.
Yeah. Once you start, it's like South St. Paul had their big run there back in the 90s and stuff. So
now Greenway into the zone. Shot goes wide of the net and rebounds out to center. Drop pass to Keep. Keep shot right on. Rebound. Another save by Gibo. That was Crandall getting in for the rebound. Another shot right in front. Goes just past the post. Wrap around. Doesn't get through. Back to the point. Another shot. Rebound. Getting for it. Shooting it wide was Asher Keep. Best pressure of the game. In front again. Beating at it was Asher. And now we're going to have a penalty on Bo Carlson. Now that is everything but score.
That was amazing. I mean, Keep had about 3 really good chances. I'm watching him go back to the box right now. He's just shaking his head. Going, what is going on? So Bo, that's his second penalty, probably a good penalty if there ever is one.
Yep.
That'll be a hooking penalty on Bo Carlson with 10:07 left here in the second period. We still got zeros going on up there.
They say an unfair face-off, so we'll redo it.
No such thing as an unfair face-off. You cheat as much as you can until the ref says no more.
That might have been the wingers sneaking in early, though. Now Keep shot right on. Gibo didn't know where it was. It was going to come down right on top of him and gloved away by the Greenway defense. Power play for the Broncos, looking for the first goal of the game. Here's Joslin. Joslin gets it to Allen. Royce Allen at the half wall. Loses an edge, gets back up. Puck comes to the point. Joslin able to keep it in, gets it to Allen. Allen goes into the corner. Now looks for the D. He'll get it back to Joslin. Joslin takes the shot. That doesn't get through, but it comes over to Shikowski. His shot does get through, and Gibo turns it away. Villeneuve takes a crack at it. You know, everyone loves to play that one defenseman in the middle on the point, and you can't hold, you know, it's an easy clear if you get it down low.
And I want to tell coaches throughout the state of Minnesota, you don't have to run that power play.
You don't?
Every
I thought it was a high school league regulation.
I thought it was
now.
a rule too, but I really like down low power plays. That's where all the goals are scored, right?
Down low, actually, the other place they're scored are the defenseman pinching in backside.
Yeah, I used to love doing down low stuff because, hey, again, most goals in hockey at this level on up to college and the pros, they're all within 5 to 10 feet of that goal. So why do everything from the outside?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I always see the great chances on every level with either the defenseman or the far side weak winger into the top of the circle, just above the face-off dot and getting the one-time pass. How many goals has Kaprizov scored from there?
Exactly. But that also could explain why I was one of the 12 coaches, but I only last 1 year.
Yeah, down low power play. What was your power play percentage? Coming in, wrap around, and stopped by Gibo.
This Gibo kid, I am so impressed with him. Again, that's one of the few times I've seen him go down, but you got to cover the front end of that net as a guy tries the old wraparound. But very impressive young goal. A good Greenway Coleraine name as well.
Yes, it is. Face off to his right. 21 seconds left in the Bronco power play. Crandall to the half wall. Back to Crandall. Crandall goes far side to Maish. Now back to Crandall. Takes the shot right in on net. And Gibo makes the save. Dives on the rebound. That time, Greenway defenseman a better job of keeping the traffic about 8-9 feet out from him. No chance to get that little bit of a rebound.
Yeah, again, not many rebounds from Gibo either. And both goalies, Maish has done very well down there. Probably not as many good opportunities against him, but both goalies are putting zeros up there on the scoreboard right now.
Right now, the Broncos are starting to take over this game as far as chances. Big hit by Cody Joslin as he lays out Donahue along the boards. That was a nice, solid hit. They're going to call him for elbowing. Yikes. I can't say I'm enamored with that call.
No.
That looked like a hockey check to me.
Yeah, you got to let him play a little bit. And once you start calling penalties, it seems sometimes you can't stop that water faucet. And both teams getting to work a lot on their special teams tonight, Sheldon.
And that's one of the reasons we don't have any flow in this period either.
Exactly.
You haven't skated 5-on-5 more than a minute. Puck comes back to Gangle, comes to Carpenter. Power play for the Raiders, slid in. Oh, just a toe save by Maish. It wasn't a super hard shot by Springer, but almost slid in inside the far post. To the point, and Gangle can't keep it in. Has his stick turned the wrong way, bounces through his legs, and out to center. Up the boards as Greenway tries to get organized through center. They do with Springer. Springer looks for room. His shot hits a stick and goes over the glass into the netting. We'll have a face-off. In the Bronco zone to the right of Keaton Maish. Broadcasting tonight again from the Rainy River Community College campus.
There you go.
Press box.
We got our new banner up. I don't know if you checked it out.
I did see that banner.
Lakes Country 104 and the Bear. We got new branding and a little more imaging. I like it.
Look nice.
Yeah.
Springer takes a shot, hits a shin pad and goes wide. Cleared down the ice by Koscheck. Gibo will leave it there for Max Gangle. Gangle stops behind his own net. 1:03 left in the Greenway power play. No score. 7:02 left in the second. Springer Gains the blue line. Oh, I thought he was going behind the net, and that was a sneaky move. Just drags it out in front and tries to tuck it in the short side. Nice. That was a deceptively hard save by Maish.
It sure was. Hey, want to get a little better sound on the game tonight, listening to Sheldon? Try our new apps. You go to go to Lakes Country 104.1 FM. Lakes Country 104.1 FM. You can add the app, install it, and you'll be listening on your phone or computer.
At the half wall, here's Mitchell. Mitchell, pressured with the puck, comes back to the point, kept in nicely by Carpenter. Now trying to forecheck is Hayden Clow. And the puck comes out to center ice to Carpenter. Carpenter goes to Gangle.
Oh, now that's a penalty.
Well, I guess they're making up for the softie they called against Jocelyn by not calling that one. That was absolutely a penalty, and it took away a potential scoring opportunity. 8 seconds left in the Greenway power play. As Caden Carpenter gets into the zone. Back out on the ice is Jocelyn, and Jocelyn has a breakaway. Jocelyn comes in, goes to the backhand, hits the post. In your day, you couldn't do that.
But hit the post?
No, come out.
No,
you had to circle into your own zone before you headed down the ice.
God, imagine how many more goals I would have had.
Yeah, that's right. You would have never been in your own zone.
I never met my goalie once in my 4 years.
As the puck comes in on Gibo, he makes the save, holds on, and takes a slap at Noah Shakowski. Those two are getting well acquainted. They'll go out to Sammy's Pizza after the game.
There you go. Noah always going to be in front of that net, and he looks so much better. I'm just proud of the kid. I got to know him a little bit. I golfed with him a couple times, and just the nicest kid in the world. And every time I see him, I go out of my way to go say hi to him. Just a great kid.
Broncos win the draw back to the point. Maish's shot hits the goal, hits the crossbar. You know, Gibo must be from the Iron Range. U.S. Steel is doing him proud.
Oh, whoa. That's time to go get a U.S. Steel sponsorship right there.
A post and a crossbar in the last couple minutes for the Broncos. 5:03 to go. Puck down into the Broncos zone. Tipped out to center ice. Villeneuve slaps it the other way. Now Donahue at his own blue line comes back to Villeneuve, moves it up to Tremblay. Tremblay off the boards, and now the puck up into the rafters here at Bronco Arena. And we'll have a face-off at neutral ice. 4:43 to go, still no score on the Nap Auto Parts PCA scoreboard. Yeah, well, if your battery survived the 21 below, it'll probably be okay tomorrow.
Yeah, we've had a pretty mild winter.
1 week of bad enough. Bad
You
stuff.
and I have been through a lot of winters up here, and boy, one of the most pleasant winters I can remember.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll have snowmobile trails in a week down in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Took a beating the last 2 days. 2-on-2, here come the Broncos. Worley into the zone, out front, tipped. What a save by Gibo. Oh, my goodness. The tip by Shakowski. How did Gibo stop that? That is the save of the game. I don't care what you say.
Certainly is the save of the game, and that's why the score is 0-0 is the young Gibo kid for Greenway.
Now here's an interception. Shot. Gibo, another save. That's off the stick of Royce Allen. Everything was done perfectly by the Broncos on that one. And that was Worley to Shakowski, right?
Yeah,
and just tipped it right into the far corner.
They each read each other, which I really like.
Yeah.
That's just hockey sense there, and that's what I like.
Puck back to the point. Comes near side. Shot.
Another
fantastic save. That was a blocker save. When
that
Gibo
was labeled, man.
Yeah, it was labeled top corner, bar down. As the Broncos coming in, taken away there by number 9, that is Hannah. Hannah moves it ahead. Carlson tries to slide it through. Shot, almost went in off Caden Zahn, the defenseman. Moved up the wall. Kept in by Springer. Springer follows after it, but Caden Zahn picks it up. Zahn thinks about the slap shot. Instead goes with the wrister. Gets it right on. Gibo makes the save. 2:52 to go. Still no score. Has the puck down the ice. An icing call. Again, brought to you by Arrowhead Transit. 800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in Borderland.
You have grandkids, right?
I do, 5 of them.
5 of them. Well, I got one right next to me here. And,
I see that.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that I'm kind of doing in the middle of this announcing thing. Jeez. Oh, Maverick Bolstead. Pretty cool kid, though.
Grandkids are the best.
They are the best, you bet.
We could talk grandkids for a while, too. Puck in the Greenway zone. I'm kind of like my dad. If I'd have known how much fun they were, I would have just had them first. Bo Carlson gets it into the zone. Here comes Springer. Shot. That hit the post.
Wow.
Long shot. That hits a defenseman and comes out to center ice. Gangle gets there just in time ahead of Koscheck and chips it out to center. Now Koscheck on the far side pinches in, keeps it into the Greenway zone. Now the Broncos out front. Shot. Rebound. Cleared by the Raiders. Caden Carpenter picked it up, looked up. Everyone for Greenway was below the faceoff circle. There wasn't anyone to pass to. That's called collapsing into your own zone there. So Carpenter just carried it all the way into the Broncos zone. Now Koscheck fans initially, now gets it outside the zone. Villeneuve moves it back the other way. Tremblay gives chase, takes a shot, and that goes high and into the netting behind Maish. 1:33 to go, second period. Still no score.
Still
not
no
for
score.
lack of trying.
Exactly. Nikki Skifstead, of course, our winner of the 75-year trivia question brought to you by Coca-Cola. Thanks, Nikki, for getting a hold of it. We actually had like 6 entries, which is kind of cool since they're always so used to getting a hold of Ringer for those. And hey, yep. Ringer, by the way, I know you're listening. That's just who you are. Drive safe and enjoy the game. You're missing a good one.
Now here come the Broncos with room. It's a 2-on-1 on the boards, coming in out front.
Oh,
and Gibo somehow gets across and robs Royce Allen.
Schakowsky again, and he's been down in that spot all night long, doing everything right except getting it by the young Gibo. They've become friends over this game, I believe.
I don't think Noah's a Gibo fan at all. Face off, fought for. Allen will pick it up at the half wall. Allen cycles it down low, out front, comes all the way back to the point. Maish's shot just goes wide of the post. And that's what happens with a good goaltender. Now he's in your head. Now you're trying to be too fine.
Yeah, good point, Sheldon. Very good point. He's trying to pick the corner instead of trying to hit the net.
Final minute of the period. Puck comes back to the point, and Allen keeps it in. Max Dremel is run off the puck. Springer gets it out to center. Giving chase was Clow, but the puck comes back into the Greenway zone. Greenway's just trying to survive.
Oh!
Yes, another shot goes just wide from Max Dremel. Greenway would be happy to get out of this period with no score. And as I say that, Aiden Springer has a bit of a rush. Now back come the Broncos out to center. Here's Dremel. Max Dremel gains the blue line. Shot turned aside with the blocker. Behind the net is Koscheck. Koscheck double teamed. 5 seconds left. Puck to the blue line out to center, and that'll do it as the period comes to an end. Still no score. 23-13 shots on net in favor of International Falls. Gibo's been up to the challenge. Maish has been up to the challenge. And we got another period or period plus to decide this.
Yeah, I can't remember a 0-0 game after 2 periods in a long time. And actually, it's been pretty entertaining. Crossbars and Gibo making great saves. And when called upon, Julius Maish, very good as well.
Keaton Maish.
Julius someone out. Again, I haven't done a lot of games this year, so I'm trying to catch up. But just a fun, entertaining game. Those here in Bronco Arena, hope you're enjoying it. And also back in Greenway, You do not have to go to our app. You listen to the radio station because doggone it, that's where your sponsors are.
Or you can search for KMFY Radio,
there
KMFY
you go.
FM.
Same thing.
We got an app as well.
KMFY
and KMFY FM.
Yep, go to that and you can listen on your phones and tell you what, it's a little bit better clarity, so just give it a try.
Yeah, it is very good. We'll take 2 minutes. 0-0 after 2. You're listening to the Raiders and the Broncos on 96.9 KMFY and Lakes Country 104.1.
Jimmy.
Hi, this is Chris Lassila, Vice President and Branch Manager of Border Bank. If you own a business, you know how important having the right banker is to the success of your business. At Border Bank, we are proud to have earned the reputation of caring for our customers' business as if they were our own. We're more than business bankers, we're partners, and our customer success is our ultimate goal. If your business could use that kind of attention, reach out to me to explore what business banking at Border Bank can do for you. We're Border Bank, partnering with Northern Minnesota businesses since 1935. Member FDIC.
Coke knows there's nothing better than the beat of the summer. From low-key to hyped up. So we're helping you and your friends drink it all in with 100 days of artist experiences, tracks, and concerts with the best names in music, all at Coke Studio. Drink, scan, and enjoy your Coke so you never miss out on the amazing offers we're dropping this summer. Okay, not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
With Mike Bolstead, and sorry, Stacy, if I gave you 2.5, I just lost count. There's too much going on here during breaks. But, so I don't even know if that was 2 or 2.5. But it is time for Where Are They Now?
Yeah,
we've got to get to that.
It's been an awesome segment. I'm glad we did
love
it.
that.
And boy, I got to do a lot of the calls and talking to the Michael Hollands of the world. I mean, back, Tim Sheehy and just a lot of fun catching up with all of them. And well, made some new friends with it as well.
You maybe did this one as well. I don't know. But Where Are They Now is brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. Welcome to a place to celebrate life and honor every memory. You can go to their website at greenlarson.com.
Welcome to another edition of Where Are They Now? Tonight's guest is Neil Sheehy. Neil was a 1978 graduate of the International Falls Broncos, went on to play at Harvard University, and eventually a pro career with the Calgary Flames, Washington Capitals, and the Hartford Whalers. So Neil Sheehy, where are you now?
I spend 6 months in the Twin Cities and the other 6 months here on Rainy Lake in International Falls. As far as my career goes, I'm an NHL hockey agent, and I'm also a neuromuscular therapist. As far as my family, I'm happily married with 9 kids, and they live all over the United States.
That's Neil Sheehy for Where Are They Now?
Where Are They Now, brought to you by Green Larson Mortuary. And Neil Sheehy, the closest of any International Falls resident to getting his name on the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
In the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah,
and the bane of Wayne Gretzky's existence for a few years.
Yeah, and he was a pain in Gretzky. Actually, the game changed a little bit. I never tell that to Neil because he reminds me that he did help change the game a little bit with the what do they call it, retaliation penalties and stuff when Semenko tried to get Neil to fight and he never would. And just to actually talk to Neil last night, he's doing well. He's out in Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland area with the whole family. So he had 2 tickets, and he got a hold of me, and Burke's sitting in those seats tonight.
Ah, very nice. And do you have a final with the Bronco girls hockey team?
I believe it ended up 7-love. Let me go back. I don't want to be wrong on that because Ringer will not be happy since he sent me that like 3 times. Let's see. Here we go. 7-0 final, 6-0 after 2. Tell you what, the girls kept improving, and as Coach Aaron Hall said in the pregame, I was listening on my way over, and all you can do, Sheldon, is do the best you can at coaching, and hopefully the girls get better. And that continued to happen week in and week out from day one, way back in November, late October, all the way to the end of the season. That team kept getting better, and that's all you can ask for. A lot of young kids on that team. We do have a feeder program now, so look for good things for the Bronco girls hockey.
GRG Lightning leading Forest Lake 2-1 after 2 periods.
Must be a good game then.
Good game going on.
Who do you got
there.
on that game?
I think the Lightning have enough to pull that out.
Okay.
They'll have their hands full down at Blaine on Friday.
They play in the big rink?
At Fogarty.
Oh, Fogarty. Okay. Jeez.
And
brings back memories.
And that will be, I believe, 5:30 face-off on Saturday.
Now, would you do that, or you got another?
No, I got John Toivonen will be down there.
Okay.
And he's doing the game tonight with Tom Downing over on KOZY, and the Saturday game would be on KOZY.
This Downing
as
guy,
well.
he's been doing this for years.
Yeah, he's my color guy for Rapids, and he does a lot of Greenway play-by-play.
Does a good job.
Does a great job, and also does GNK football play-by-play for us, along with Dan Persons. So the only thing we haven't gotten him to do is basketball or baseball.
You guys will go do games anywhere, won't you?
Absolutely.
We got a little smaller area here, although we do cover Fort Francis, Ontario sports, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of those games. All right, let's take another break, and when we come back, we'll be back in 2 minutes with our Den Shop Between Periods summary and get ready for the third period. No score after 2 when you're listening to it on Lakes Country 104.1 and 96.9 KMFY.
The National Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Lows dip down to about 4 below. Tonight, under partly cloudy skies, northwesterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies again tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 26. Lows around 16 tomorrow night. Upper 30s Saturday, mid-30s Sunday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the Weatherology Weather Center on Lakes Country. Currently, it's 14.
Lukacek Architecture is a proud sponsor of Bronco hockey. Growing up as part of the iconic Dirty Dozen band, Bronco hockey brings back great memories. For quality commercial and residential architecture right here in northern Minnesota, contact Lukacek Architecture.
Good luck to the Bronco hockey teams this season from Rainy Lake Oil. For all your fuel, propane, lube, and chemical needs, call Rainy Lake Oil at 1-888-LAKE-OIL. Larry and his staff will take care of it all.
Go Broncos!
Howard Cenex East invites you to see all they have to offer. Cenex East carries Canadian bakery bread, Wisconsin's best meat and cheese sticks, and other healthy snacks, along with a wide variety of chips, candy, and beverages. Howard Cenex East offers a 7-cent per gallon discount on gas and fuel when paying with cash. Hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, and closed on Sunday. If you're looking for fun and rewarding jobs, stop into Cenex East and pick up an application. Howard Cenex East, Highway 53.
Between periods 2 and 3, as we have a new sheet of ice out there, the Den Shop Between Periods report, brought to you by the Den Shop at 1712 First Avenue West. They are the place to take your vehicle when you have a fender bender. They also have Rhino Pro protective linings, car starters, and lithium batteries. 218-285-9555. 9-3. Oh, yeah, we got Chuck-a-Puck ready to go, don't we?
Exactly. One of our listeners that guest on the Bronco coaches from Nashwauk. Of course, probably listening to KMFY, and one of my son Burke's buddies, so a shout out to him. He guessed every number but 12.
I saw that. 9, 10, 11, 13. It's like, come on, you should have gone with 12.
I was also right about Ringer. He is listening. He does remember the Broncos and Greenway playing to a 0-0 tie back about 4 years ago. So that would have been, I'm trying to think, 2000.
Like 2019?
2019, and I'm just trying to go back and try to figure out probably, oh boy.
That would have been like the year after the state runner-up.
Yeah, the Glowax, the Palmer, Simon Palm, and that group. So he says, if I recall, Ringer, I know you know it, so your memory just sticks right with you. So again, it's been a similar game, but it's been entertaining.
Go ahead and go.
Stats?
All you got is more penalties.
All I got is more penalties. Again, the refs are playing marbles out on the ice. They got 3 penalties on each team. Max Gangle went off for a roughing penalty early in the period. All these were early on. Bo Carlson then went off for a hook. And what we thought maybe a little questionable call after Cody Joslin had that breakaway right out of the, well, he had it after this penalty. But Cody Joslin went off for an elbowing penalty.
But they did make that one up because they didn't call an obvious trip towards the end of that penalty.
Yeah, but overall, I think the refs have done a good job.
They've been
when you
fine.
don't notice them, they're doing a good job.
There you go. Shots on goal are 23-13 International Falls. After they quit calling penalties in that period.
It was fun.
Then it was fun.
Yeah.
Then we had some flow. Broncos hit a post and a crossbar, and then Aiden Springer hit a post for the Raiders.
Yeah.
I mean, it was back and forth, and there were good chances both ways.
Him and Gangle are the 2 players that probably stick out the most as far as offensively for Greenway, especially Springer. Has a little giddy up in his stride, very good skater, comes down the right side, and you brought up Johnny Rothstein earlier, and I mean, I'm not saying he's Johnny Rothstein, but pretty similar strides, and he gets up and down that ice pretty good.
Yeah, I like watching players with those quick strides, not the. You know, you get the gliders, but the ones with the quick stride, the quick, fast kids go back to 95, Johnny Austin.
Yeah.
Exactly the same type of skater.
Yeah, that first two strides of explosiveness gets him going, and he's reading the play, and all good hockey players have to.
And then if you want to go with the Greenway Raider of more recent vintage, Ben Tremblay. Had that jump.
Benny Trombley and
skated a lot the same way,
especially Kenny, the oldest one, had that little extra stride to him. But always fun to watch.
And if we have Grand Rapids fans listening,
we don't bring up Grand Rapids.
We don't bring up Grand Rapids.
You know how much that hurts me.
Well, we started with John Rothstein.
I know.
But more recently, in like 1819, Jack Burnson could just fly. Had trouble scoring, but he was actually Buzzy's grandson.
And also the kid, Micah Miller.
But he was more power skater.
Yeah, he was
not
powerful.
Quick.
Yeah,
he was fast though,
and
he's still fast. Playing his
St. Cloud, right?
His final. He's playing his. He played his 5th year. Now he's getting his super senior COVID year with St. Cloud.
So he played 6 there.
6, yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
Gosh, we're not getting older though, are we?
No.
Okay. No. Just these kids are. But we have a good one. It should be a fun third period. Larry Ross, back in the day, would probably be saying, well, gentlemen, the next goal will win this game. Is that the case, Sheldon?
I don't know that is. I think if the Falls scores next, they win.
Okay.
I don't know if Greenway scores next, if it's necessarily a done deal.
Okay.
The Falls has had more good chances.
Yeah, but Greenway's stuck in there, and nothing more both these teams want, especially the goalies say, come on, give me some help. But that also keeps them on their game. They're going to stay sharp all the way through the game, and we'll see what happens. This first 7 minutes is going to be important.
Yeah, and I'll go out and say, I believe the Grand Rapids game helped them. I think they're playing at a faster pace than they played before that Rapids game. I think the carryover, it got them going that much faster.
I'm such a fan of always playing against the best competition you can at all levels. And sometimes not just state of high school league, but also Minnesota hockey in general. I think they've taken a lot of that away. And there's so many classes now. You got A, AA, Bs, double Bs. And
well, in hockey, you still only have 2.
Yeah. In high school.
In high school hockey, you just have 2, in Pee Wee fantasy.
Pee Wee's but that's okay.
You got 15 or whatever. But
I get it.
But sometimes it's hard to get. Like the Broncos don't have a top AA team on their schedule. No one will do it.
No one will do it. Here's the ironic part. When we were back, and I was back in high school, we wouldn't play Hermantown or Royal.
Okay.
They weren't
good enough.
They weren't good enough.
Yeah.
So I guess payback.
Falls does still have Warroad on their schedule, though, right?
They do. We go to their tournament.
I mean that's a great team.
Well, they have probably the best player in the state, the Shogbe. Just a great player, and he's going to help a college team next year, and a good candidate for Mr. Hockey in the Class A.
Yeah. Well, here's the question. Could Warroad have both Mr. Hockey and the Frank Brimzak best goaltender?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They could also possibly win that AA tournament if they were in that.
Yeah, last I knew, they beat Wayzata 3-0 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Here we go as the third period underway. Broncos back going right to left, and Greenway going left to right. Puck in the Greenway zone, back to the point, looking for the weak side with Asher Keep. Doesn't work, and we have a whistle and an icing call on the Raiders. And icing brought to you by Arrowhead Transit, 800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in Borderland. Face off to Gibo's left. Taking the draw, Max Dremel, but it's won by the Raiders and out to center ice. Back to get it is Maish. Maish pounds it off the glass. Actually, it must have gotten into the player's box.
Tell you what, we got great listeners, and Tim Ringhofer, as always, is correct. A message from one of Burke's buddies. A 0-0 tie was back at Bronco Arena in 2020 when the two goalies, let's see if you'll remember the one, Mitchell Nemec, of course, I remember Mitch. I love the Nemec family. He was in goal for the Broncos. Nathan Jurgensen.
Oh, yeah.
Was in goal for the Raiders. So it was a 0-0 tie. That was back in 2021. Thank you for sending that out.
Puck out to center ice and clip back into the Greenway zone. Back to get it for the Raiders comes to Villeneuve. Villeneuve fans on it, and it's kept in by Allen. Raiders will try the near side. Comes to the point, kept in for a moment, and now the Raiders get it just out to center. Schikowski picks it up. Schikowski tries to drive in, back to the point. Slap shot by Worley comes back out to center ice as it's blocked by Kameyer. No score, 15:38 to go, third period. Broncos making changes after shooting it in. Gibo leaves it there. Puck gets past Keller Mitchell and out to center. Shooting it in is Reiners for the Broncos. Trying to come out from the corner is Joslin. Knocked off his stick. Pinching in Olsen. Olsen fights out of the half wall. Now Gangle picks it up. Gangle off the glass. Can't get it past defense. Centering pass. That's blocked. Spin around shot. Hits the traffic in front. Now the puck. Again, still in the Greenway zone. And this feels like the first period now. Greenway can't get out of their own zone, but the Broncos can't get a chance. Back to the point. Not out. Tremblay can't work it past the D. Out front. And the puck slides in on Gibo. And Gibo will hold it for a faceoff.
Yeah, another player I noticed tonight. And he played last year, but just didn't have any confidence, unsure of himself. But Jackson Reiners, a junior this year, ever so improved, playing defense, looks confident, carries the puck, and that's what you like to see in players, Sheldon, gaining confidence and getting better. So Jackson Reiners, good job.
Face-off puck in the corner in the Greenway zone. Greenway trying to get it out, can't initially. Still can't, as it's kept in by Maish. Intercepted again. Here's a Crandall. Crandall, the shot. Save. Rebound. Crandall behind the net. Drops it there. Spin around. They score! on the wraparound.
Asher Keep.
He's tried that 3 times.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm. It's even.
You're a funny guy, Sheldon.
Don't even need.
You know how I do at math.
You don't. We don't even need ringer math for that one. The Broncos out to a 1-0 lead, and Crandall had the initial shot, carried it behind the net, and then Keep on the wraparound tucks it past Gibo. It's 1-0. We'll see if we can.
We'll do our best to hit it. It's brutal.
Okay, I got Asher Keep. They'll give Koscheck the second assist. So Keep from Crandall and Koscheck. It's 1-0 Broncos. Springer out to center ice. Puck into the Broncos zone. Back to get it is Reiners. Reiners goes around to the far side. Back to the point. Kept in. Flipped deep into the corner in the Broncos zone. Again, back to the point. Kept in by Tremblay. Tremblay. Oh, he had Springer on the weak side in a good spot. Tried to get him the puck and had his stick lifted. Now skating in. Shot right on off the stick of Worley. And the save by Gibo, and he holds for the face-off.
Oh, big couple 3 minutes coming up now, and I guess crucial time for Greenway. How are they going to react to that goal? And you hate to see them get out of their game because they have played it well, Sheldon, but I can see another couple 3 minutes start taking a few more chances.
Face-off, the puck rolls back in on Gibo, and he says, let's try this again, see if we can get it started any better. Covers it, and we'll redo the face-off to his left. 1-0 Broncos on the Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Back to the point, slap shot. Almost clips the referee off the stick save. He had to duck out of the way. Puck into the Broncos zone. Worley back to get it. Kameyer on the forecheck as well as Mitchell. Comes to Jocelyn. Jocelyn takes a hit against the boards. Has to find a stick after that. Mitchell rink wide looking for Kameyer. Puck back into the Greenway zone. Out to center ice. Mitchell can't go anywhere with it. Carpenter will take a look. Carpenter comes up to Mitchell, who backhands it deep into the zone. Caden Zahn back to get it. Puck centered, but no one there except the Bronco defenseman Reiners. Puck comes back to the blue line, kept in for a moment by Donahue. Now Jocelyn. That time Jocelyn saw the hit coming, slowed down just a little bit, and then became the hitter instead of the hittee. He always liked to do that.
Oh, absolutely, and he's definitely a strong kid.
Nice shot by Springer, turned aside with the blocker of Maish.
Of course, Grandpa Robert Thompson here at the game tonight. Always good to see Robert.
Puck at the half wall on the far side. Zahn trying to dig it out. Now Crandall gets it ahead, and now here's Koscheck. Koscheck stick handles in. Backhand to Crandall out front for Keep, and just went off the end of his stick. Shot goes wide of the net from the point. You know, Cooper Crandall can score, but he has vision on passes like few people have.
Yeah, kind of low center of gravity, not a real tall kid, but skates well and handles the puck real well.
Puck in the Greenway zone at the half wall. They get it out to center. Giving chase is Kameyer going in against Max Dremel. Gets there first, tries to dig the puck out. Dremel has lost a stick. But he ends up right on top of it, so he's able to pick it up, and the Broncos clear the puck. Here comes Schikowski. Schikowski, shot that hits shin pad and goes wide. Back to the point. Kept in by Zahn. Back to Maish. Shot right on. And Gibo turns that away. And we have a whistle, and I think, we are going to have a high stick. I think that got up and maybe caught Koscheck up underneath the mask a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. These kids, just like the pros, they know how to let the refs know that they definitely got a shot at you.
It'll be Dylan Villeneuve going to the box. Neither team has scored on the power play. There's been 6 of them, 3 apiece. This is the 7th. At least if you didn't lead me wrong after the last period.
No, it's 4-3 now, so let's see what the marbles... Actually, refs have done a good job.
Yeah, and the Broncos came into the game at 16.5% on the power play. Crandall shot. I think Jibo got a piece of it. Worley was in front of the net. Now Koscheck back to Crandall. Crandall for Maish. Maish picks it up on the half wall, goes back to Crandall. Crandall shot, scores! Cooper Crandall. I don't think Jibo got a good look at it, and it went low on the glove side.
Don't think it was tipped either. I know Worley. Sheldon and Cooper Crandall made no mistake.
Beautiful, beautiful shot with the screen in front. 2-0 Broncos as they connect on the power play. Puck shot into the Greenway zone. Play it up the wall. Broncos put it back in deep as Carpenter goes back to get it. Plays it out past Hanna and past Maish. Down the ice, an icing call. Arrowhead Transit Icing, 800-862-0175, option 5 for a ride in Borderland.
Let's listen for the goal scoring as Mark Golak will announce it.
It is Crandall. Just 1 assist. He'll give it to Maish. Maish, who had it on the half wall, passed it back to the point.
Another penalty coming up, looks like.
And this time, you mentioned evening this up, high sticking on Greenway, now a high sticking on the Broncos. And I think that one, I did see that one, got up high on Aiden Springer.
And 5 Dremels coming off. You got Max. 5 Dremel and 7 Dremel.
Yeah, Max and Nate.
I think that's Max's 5, right?
Yep. So the faceoff back in the Broncos zone. And if Greenway wants to get back in this game, this is a must-score power play.
Of course, their older brother, Braden, was a Bronco a couple years back. Good little hockey player. And Stevie Fox's grandkids. How's that?
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. As a shot just ticks the outside of the post. That was Gino Tremblay. To the point. Kept in just barely by Carpenter. Now the puck out to center. And Koscheck with a breakaway. Koscheck comes in. Shot saved by Jibo. Puck out to center. Stopped there by Worley momentarily. Now Carpenter in his own zone. And Koscheck, he's just making a pest of himself. Gets it on the forecheck. Carries it to the half wall. He's taken down. Could have possibly been a penalty there. And Koscheck, after doing yeoman's duty on the forecheck, will take a break. Had a breakaway and a great forecheck. Flipped in by Matthew Hanna. Maish flips it around the boards. Comes to the point. Kept in by Villeneuve. Broncos try to get it out. Kept in by Carpenter. That's blocked by Worley. Again to the point. Again kept in. Puck shot to the open corner. Worley picks that up and shoots it out to center. Greenway has not really had solid possession in the zone yet on this power play. 30 seconds left.
Has it been good penalty killing more than a non-effective power play? I think a little mixture.
A little. Good point. I agree with that completely. As offside as Bo Carlson can't wait long enough to let Villeneuve get over the line.
Of course, the Dremel boys, not only do they have a grandpa, Steve Fox, but you never forget the wife, Kelly Fox, his grandma. So I always got to make sure I cover my grounds there. Also, Braden Dremel is out with a sickness, so he is not injured. So I guess that's good news, right?
You'd rather have that. If you're sick, you're going to get better, right?
Yep.
7 seconds left on the Greenway power play as they work it out of their own zone. Aiden Springer finds some room. Shot it over the net. Both teams at full strength. Back on the ice is Dremel. Gets it out to center. Villeneuve back to get it. Backhands it ahead. Now intercepts it. And puck comes to Jocelyn, who just tips it wide on the backhand. Kostick's been everywhere this period.
Yeah.
His best period of hockey.
I think.
Tonight, anyways.
Yeah. He's been a consistent player the last 2 years, and a kid you can rely on. You always want those guys on your team.
Puck out to center ice where the Broncos pick it up. They're leading 2-0 on the Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Puck into the Greenway zone, and 6:46 to go. So for the Broncos, you just keep it simple. Don't give up any odd man rushes. Don't get caught running around in your own zone. The KISS method of hockey right now. Keep it simple, stupid.
Hey, I've used that line many times, mostly towards myself.
As Jocelyn runs through a check, gets into the Greenway zone. Now Greenway back out to center. Here comes Tremblay. Tremblay, the shot right on, and Maish makes the save.
Yeah, a good smart play. He doesn't want to give up any rebounds. Smothered as quickly here, up by 2 goals. No reason to get cute with it down there. So good job by Maish.
Again, 6:13 to go. Face off to the left of Keaton Maish.
His grandson brings you some water.
He didn't bring me any.
I just gonna say.
Yeah, you need to send him out
for
some for me.
You say you have 5 grandkids, so obviously not in the building tonight.
No. So your grandkid has to help me.
Yeah. Does that mean Mervyn has kids?
No, Alicia.
Alicia does. 5?
5 of them.
Wow. Good for you, Alicia. Haven't seen your kids in a long time.
Yeah, Mervyn's, well, I don't know if we're doing family history. Yeah, Mervyn's married and down in Minneapolis.
Oh, good for him. Down there with Burke.
5:58 to go in the third period as the puck slides in all the way down the ice and slides in on Gibo, who holds it for the face-off.
If you're just joining us, 2-0 Broncos. It was 0-0 after the first 2 periods and until
2 goals here.
Keep scored the Bronco first goal.
Keep, and then Crandall on the power play for number 2. Crandall also with an assist. Nice setup on the first goal. Puck into the Bronco zone. Caden Zahn back to get it. Zahn puts on the brakes. Goes to Maish on this side. Maish out to Allen. Now Shakowski. Shakowski leaves it for Allen. Allen comes in, a little bit of room. Shot. And Gibo in perfect spot as it go off him and into the netting behind Bronco Arena.
Yeah, good Broncos. They're running 3 lines right now. Pretty steady, and that's good to see. Of course, Jocelyn, they moved him up front, keeping Worley on the back end and giving Reiners more ice time. So, like a lot of the adjustments and some of the changes, I guess, Chad Baldwin has made. And it's all about the team, Ringer, or Sheldon. And I knew I was going to do that tonight.
That's fine. Olsen gets a nice shot right off the face-off. Gibo covers and holds. Face-off again to Gibo's right. Crandall leaves it there for Worley. Worley puts it down low. Koscheck puts on the brakes. Now Cloud tries to get it out to center. Can't do it. And you mentioned the Broncos really rotating the 3 lines, and for Greenway, it's mostly 2.
Yeah.
And I think you're seeing that in the legs right now.
Yeah, I think, 2 periods, again, it's probably similar to the Rapids game where they could kind of keep up with them for a while. But eventually at this level, when you start getting up to that high school level, the lactic acid buildup is more evident.
Stay tuned after the game. We'll give out our post-game awards and have a quick post-game interview as well. I'm thinking it should be Cooper Crandall. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I'm a fan of first and game-winning goals, so Asher Keep's got to be in discussion as well as the Maish kid. And all three of them for the Broncos are up. Of course, you and I, we definitely get a large selection of our sources, and then we come up with that decision, right?
Yeah, there you go. I like it. Crandall had the assist on the first goal
night,
and a 2-point night, and I think he's controlled play a lot when he's been out there.
Yeah.
Though in all honesty, Koscheck wouldn't be a bad move either.
Koscheck wouldn't be a bad move.
Good.
Just because you don't get a point doesn't mean you didn't play well.
Puck into the Greenway zone behind Gibo. Hannah picks it up. Hannah gets it out to center. Stopped there by Maish. And the puck flips over the glass.
Always good to see one of our sponsors, Scott Ekman, tonight. You and I were having dinner together over at Sammy's, and Scott walked in. So always good to see Scott. And tell you what, if you're looking for a vehicle, always get out to your local dealership first, and Scott and his staff will do their best to put you in a car. So before you head out of town, make sure to shop local first.
And I did also saw Kevin Nagurski here tonight.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He was out in Florida for a while, out there in the Fort Myers area. So also a sponsor here of Bronco Sports.
Puck at the half wall in the Greenway zone. Fought for it. And the puck backhanded to Villeneuve. Villeneuve brings it to the half wall. And the Broncos are just all over the breakout right now.
Yeah.
They're all over it on the forecheck. Puck slides right past the side of the net. Jocelyn tries to center it. That's intercepted. And the puck out to center ice. Tremblay gives chase for a moment, but it's an icing. Arrowhead Transit icing. I should know this by heart by now, right? Their phone number. Do you know it by heart?
No.
800-862-0175, option 5.
How about some
other
sponsors? Canner Electric, Nagurski Transportation, Northern Lumber, Snap Fitness, The Dent Shop, Arrowhead Transit, Service Master, Napa Auto Parts, PCA. I could keep going, but we're back to the game.
Puck into the Broncos zone, goes behind Maish. Worley on the far side just sweeps it out and sweeps it down the ice. And that'll be an icing call on the Broncos because they want me to be home late tonight and also want me to mention Arrowhead Transit at 800-862-0175, option 5.
There you go. Got to give
Would they give me a ride back to
They will.
Coleraine?
You should have asked. Also got to give equal time. Matt Worley's dad, of course, Tom over there at Worley Motors, also a sponsor of Bronco Sports. Always hearing from Tom's always a fun time. So
hey, Maverick, could you get me a water? I only have 2. Is that enough?
Holy cow, for water?
All right, back to the game as Gangle in his own zone. Gangle out to center ice. And coming back in is Shikowski. Shikowski backhands it out in front. A couple players overskate it. And now the puck to the blue line. And Springer gets it out to center ice. Springer after it has a little bit of room. Springer comes in, shot and a goal. Aiden Springer makes it 2-1. Don't go anywhere. 2:45 to go. And Greenway cuts it to 2-1 on.
Separated himself from the defense on his off wing, puts the upper right-hand corner, 2-1 Broncos.
And that likely will be an unassisted goal.
Yep.
Puck shot into they're going to give an assist to Hannah because they're very liberal with assists here in International Falls.
Not so much in Greenway, huh?
Looked unassisted to me.
Well, we're in Hibbing, and Micheletti just picked up an assist, right?
Yeah, probably. Probably so. As referees are having a discussion, and for whatever reason, we're going to
just move the face off.
Take the face off out to center ice. That's won by the Broncos, Crandall. Crandall moves it ahead. Here's Keep. skates in out front. Now coming the other way is Springer. Springer, a little bit of room again. Drags it through and cut off as he tries to split the defense. Springer bidding for another one to try to tie it up. So we're at 2-12, a 2-1 Bronco lead. Aiden Springer making it close here just a moment ago. Gangle backhands it behind the net for Carpenter. Out to center ice comes Carpenter. But back the other way comes Koscheck. Koscheck fights it along the half wall. Puck in the Greenway zone. Kept in by Jake Olson. Puck out front. No one can get to it. Maish flips it toward the net, and that doesn't connect. Now Koscheck back to the point. Maish can't keep it in. Maish stops at neutral and puts it back into the Greenway zone. Off the boards, kept in, or shot back in by Olson. On the far side, Cody Joslin keeps it in. Gino Tremblay behind his own net for the Raiders. He's forechecked by Olson. On the far side, tipped out to center by Carlson. Now the Broncos through center ice. Minute 2 to go. Gibo watching, and Surdich says, get over here.
Yeah.
And it'll be a face-off in the Broncos zone as the Raiders will put the extra attacker out.
Yeah, I'm guessing Surdich is going to call timeout by his gesture. There it is. And I'm guessing Maish probably wanted to throw that off to the side, but I thought otherwise.
So a Service Master timeout for a home that's professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master 218-283-4475. And Todd and Gretchen will take
awesome.
Good care of you.
They're awesome.
So the faceoff will be in the Broncos zone to the left of Maish. Goalie out. You know, and I was just thinking, based on the last power play for Greenway, where they just could not keep offensive zone possession, you almost have as good a chance just skating 5-on-5 and hoping for a transition goal like Springer got rather than trying to keep possession of the puck, because they have not been able to do that all period.
Yeah, and I think the best thing is Gangle. It has to go through Gangle or Springer, one of the two. Seem to be the two guys that handle the puck the best. And then maybe put some guys in front, some screening. But up high, I would put Gangle and Springer and just put your big boys in front and see if they can get rebounds.
55.
You definitely don't want a lot of puck movement is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I think you're again, the KISS hockey, right?
There you go. Keep it simple. Sunshine.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Face-off will be to the left of Keaton Maish. Greenway net empty, trailing 2-1 here in this Section 7A and Iron Range Conference matchup. There still are a few of those.
Yeah, it's all about Section 7A seeding. I'm guessing the winner is our number 6 seed, but I've been wrong a few times already this week. So
Carpenter Villeneuve on the face-off as the puck slides in on Maish, and Keller Mitchell had a great chance at it and couldn't put it by Keaton Maish. That might be Maish's best save of the game.
Yeah, by far.
Puck deep in the corner in the Bronco zone. Net empty for Greenway. 37 seconds left. A 2-1 Bronco lead. Back to the point. Villeneuve towards the net. Blocked the defense. And the shot and the goal from Max Dremel to seal this one for the Broncos. So he didn't have time. There's no reason you can't hit the net from there.
Yeah.
And he did.
And I know a right-hand shot that might have been Worley that moved it up to him or Maish, and they'll pick up one assist. But 3-1 now Broncos, and looks to close this one out.
Long shot in by Villeneuve, turned aside by Maish. And it is Max Dremel with the goal, his 5th of the year. Goes along with 18 assists.
Koscheck got the other assist?
Oh, I wasn't listening. You were supposed to do that.
I tried.
And there goes the buzzer to end this game. International Falls with the 3-1 victory over the Greenway Raiders. How long a break do you want? You have to count your commercials and let them know back. CMFY. You want 2 minutes?
Are you going down?
Yeah, I'm going down.
Yeah, you can. How about 3? We'll go 3.
You go 3 minutes. Well, you have to count as they go.
Winter got an early start this year in the sports shop.
Summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Here, we like to think time moves a little more slowly. We soak in clean, fresh, northern Minnesota air. We make time to pause, reflect, and find joy in the great outdoors. We share love and Minnesota kindness and spend time making giant memories with the ones we love. Memories sure to last a lifetime. Escape up north this season. Find your true north at Giants Ridge.
A message from CAPE, Couchiching Area Prevention and Education. Be present. Most Falls High students do not feel pressured to drink alcohol by their friends. We learn from the past, live in the present, and strive for the future. CAPE is working together to empower the communities within Couchiching County through prevention, education, collaboration, and shared leadership to reduce alcohol and tobacco use among youth and young adults. Together, we are strong. This ad has been funded by Drug Free Communities Grant Funding.
The Propane Gas Association recommends that all gas systems should be routinely inspected every 5 years. Lakes Gas in the Falls can check your gas systems on a regular basis. A gas system safety inspection only takes 1 or 2 hours and includes a leak test as well as a visual inspection of all your gas appliances. Lakes Gas has a fall special on gas safety system inspections right now, so call Lakes Gas for an appointment today. Lakes Gas, your local propane company since 1959.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Medical Center is proud to offer local athletes a robust sports medicine program that includes comprehensive rehabilitation for athletic injuries, post-surgical rehab, and return to sports guidance. Rainy Lake Medical Center's Advanced Concussion Management Program offers additional protection and peace of mind to athletes and parents. For more information, call Rainy Lake Medical Center Therapy and Wellness Department at 283-5420. Good luck, athletes, on a successful year from Rainy Lake Medical Center.
Is down, getting some interviews from some of the players and coaches, and I'm trying to get the volume up and trying to see which buttons to. I don't think I'm getting the volume I need, but anyways, I'll keep talking here. I got a little more right there now, so sorry about that. Again, 3-1 final here from Bronco Arena, scoreless through 2 periods. And then the gates opened up as Asher Keep picked up the first Bronco goal 3 minutes in with an assist from Cooper Crandall and Colin Costas to give the Broncos a 1-0 lead. About 4.5 minutes later, Cooper Crandall on the power play from the top of the circles picked up the goal with an assist by Julius Maish. Aiden Springer made it interesting with 2 minutes left, making the game 2-1 with an assist by Matthew Hanna. It was 2-1. Greenway then pulled the goalie. Of course, probably the best player on the ice for both teams. Jibo came out of the net, and Max Dremel sealed it with an empty net goal. I got Matt Worley picking up that assist. So, again, final here from Bronco Arena, 3-1, and hopefully you got some good interviews. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I said I wanted Cooper Crandall.
You get them?
And you said you wanted Asher Keep.
Yeah.
So I just got them both.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out the volume, so sorry if anybody couldn't really hear me real well.
Good. We're good.
We're all right, though.
Quick post-game interview. Asher Keep, game-winning goal, and your buddy set you up. Talk about how that developed.
It kind of just happened. It was a beautiful pass behind there, cycle there, and it just got everything going.
And Cooper was 0-0 after 2. What was said between periods?
We needed to come out faster and start burying the pucks. We had many chances. We just had to come out and bury them.
Did it feel like a little snake bit after, 2 posts and a crossbar in the second?
Yeah, it was tough doing all that.
And then that power play goal gave you a little breathing space. Talk about how that one developed.
We started down low and got it up high. I found a lane, took a shot, and went in.
So this very possibly secures that 6th seed for you. How good does it feel to probably stay out of that play-in game?
Feels great.
And a good week. The win over Fort Francis and this one, team playing better?
Yeah, we definitely got things going since our last loss to Kitson, and we've been out here grinding.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cooper Crandall and Asher Keep on our post-game interview.
Good job.
Yeah.
And we got that save. You mentioned that save of the game right at the end there by Keaton Mason. That's brought to you by Beyond Aesthetics out there, 3426 County Road 21. Basically, on your drive out to City Beach, you'll see him on the left-hand side. And Jill Bradburn and the staff out there are doing an amazing job. So thank you to them for sponsoring Bronco Sports. And
how about the Align Chiropractic comeback moment of the game?
Moment of the game. Well, it has to be, I guess the second goal by the Broncos. They're up 1-0, but I guess you can't win the game without that first one. What do you got? Maybe the
comeback
empty
moment of the
netter?
game. No, I'll go with that winner. That game that's coming back from all of those so close in the second period, and I like that game winner.
Give it to Asher
by Asher Keep. Brought to you by Align Chiropractic and Wellness Center, 1322 3rd Street. When you need to make a comeback due to back, neck, or leg pain, call Align Chiropractic and Wellness, 218-283-2243. Let Alyssa Clarity get you on the road to recovery.
Alyssa Clarity Bergstrom, very good hockey player for the girls hockey team. So thank you to Alyssa.
Northland Sales and Service, sleeper moment of the game. I never know what to go with.
The sleeper moment of the game. I think the goaltenders. I think they were putting the Shikowski. Noah was just, he was getting so mad. I think he just wanted to go home and go to bed because he had probably 5 good quality chances. So I would say Jibo and Maish both in goal for both teams. They kind of put the players to sleep because they did a heck of a job.
Northland Sales and Service can help you get a good night's rest with brands like Serta. You will wake up feeling refreshed, ready to tackle another day. Northland Sales and Service also has pillow sheets and mattress protectors. Stop in today. Let Tony and Maya help you start getting your best sleep. Northland Sales and Service, 500 3rd Street, downtown International Falls. And now,
the tough one.
The North Star Electric Energy Star Player of the Game.
Of course, the power of human connections can be seen on and off the field and on and off the ice. The same is true about North Star Electric. Of course, Barrett Olson has a young son out here and a part of that 95 state championship team. So our Canner Electric and North Star Electric player of the game. I'm going to go. I get the Crandall thing, but I thought Keep had a little extra step tonight, and Crandall needs Asher to play well, and
he does.
For that team to succeed. I'm going to give it to Asher. I think you might go the other way, which is great.
No, I'm fine with that. I would. Colin Kostyuk has to get a mention. He had such an incredible third period.
The unsung player of the game.
Didn't get any points, but man, did he play well.
He plays well every night. Just a typical Kostyuk. Again, some Sheehy blood in there, so it doesn't hurt him. And this Kostyuk kid, I remember the other one. Some might have been quicker or bigger. This one plays kind of both ways. He can mix it up, but he also has very good hands and just a great kid and a good asset for this Bronco.
But we're going to go with Asher Keep.
We are going to go with Asher Keep, our Energy Star player of the game. We got kids out on the ice.
Oh, yeah, skate with the Broncos night.
Skate with the Bronco night. I know my grandson, the guy who's been hanging out with areas right there, of course, wearing number 12, that a boy, Maverick.
He looks pretty good. He got some skates.
Well, yeah, he's got good genes.
Okay, well,
all right. So do you. I like your genes.
On his grandma's side.
Hey, Sheldon, thanks for coming up to International Falls. We're going to get you out of here.
And quickly, one final. GRG Lightning, they do move on 4-1 over Forest Lake. Mercury Bischoff with a hat trick.
There you go, Bischoff. That's a pretty good hockey name. And also for the Bronco girls tonight, we don't like to hear it, but 7-0 loss in Thief River. They worked hard. They got better. That's all that matters.
Final score here, 3-1 Broncos over the Greenway Raiders, and that will do it. It's been great fun, Bully. Maybe we'll do it again in 10 years.
Yeah, I gotta get out here more, and again, a little under the weather lately, so I'm going to be out a little more for this stretch run because this has been a blast, and thanks for coming all the way from, Nashwauk, Greenway area. And
I'm right by the snake pit.
Nothing but the best for you, Sheldon.
So that wraps it up from Bronco Arena. Big thank you to all the listeners in the International Falls area, down on the Iron Range, in the Coleraine, Grand Rapids area, and wherever you might be streaming the game. You've been listening to Bronco and Raider Hockey on Lakes Country 104.1 and 96.9 KMFY.